how do you calibrate that sweet spot, especially when it comes to the truth? How much truth is too much truth? Because I find myself in a very similar predicament often, especially in real exchanges where someone will do or say something that I think is just nonsense. And I just, without, there's almost no, like, there's no stop. It's just thought and out. And because it's just so something will be so outrageous, especially if it's around like parenting or kids, and I just see bad behavior, I'm like, shut that down immediately.
Right.
And I did it to a really, really old friend, and it didn't land well. And it still is kind of a little bit thorny. So, is there such thing as too much truth?
So the way that I would answer that is to draw on two distinct ethical systems, which actually I don't spend much time discussing in this book, but I certainly do in my last book, The Parasitic Mind, where I talk about deontological ethics versus consequentialist ethics. So consequentialist ethics would be where you might massage the truth because the consequences of telling the truth are not necessarily worth it. So I always give the example because it's a humorous but true one. If you want to have a long-lasting marriage and you hear the question, "Do I look fat in those jeans?" Please put on the consequentialist hat because it may be worthwhile to assuage the feelings of your partner and say, "No, you look beautiful." Uh, on the other hand, when it comes to the pursuit of science, the pursuit and defense of first principles that define a society, well, then there is no I believe in free speech, but if you use the qualifier but, then you're violating a deontological principle. Deontological means an absolute truth, right? So presumption of innocence within the judicial system is a deontological principle. So once someone says, yes, I believe in presumption of innocence, but not for Brett Kavanaugh because he's a serial gang rapist, well, then you are violating a deontological principle. So to your question, I would say the way that I'm able to know whether I should modulate my tongue or not is whether it's deontological or consequentialist. If it's consequentialist, I'll modulate my tongue. If it's deontological, fasten your seatbelts.